Hi, I'm Taury. I'm a glassblower here at Estes Park Glassworks Studio and Gallery. Come on in and see us because it's a lot of fun. Kids get free little gifts for coming in and get to watch live demonstrations all day by trained professionals. Yeah, don't do this at home. When kids come in, they get a free little gift for free. They're little stars, hearts, and sun.
Those are cool. Nice.
I make these oil lamps. These are actually my design too. Like I designed those, and they are pretty.
They're oil lamps, huh?
Yeah. And then this is my color mix I created. I call it lava. So it's really cool. And then I assist and help make these big old platters. I put the color on. Oh, here's a shell I made.
Holy cow. Pretty cool.
I don't know where the best one went. Hopefully it sold. In general, the smaller that something is, I've made it. You know, I mean, so like there are these giant wavy bowls. I make the smaller ones.
Right.
Oh, I make the chili peppers.
Oh, those are cool.
And the hearts. And every single drinking glass in here. They're my thing. Drinking glasses.
Oh, those are nice. All these drinking glasses?
Yeah, every single one.
How long does it take you to make a glass?
25 to 30 minutes. I'll make a wavy bowl. They're a lot more fun to watch.
Alright, cool.
Just take a seat. Probably in the middle is the best place.
Right.
So I want to clean off the pipe. Get any glass that's in there out of there. Any glass on the surface. So I can at least start with a nice balance. I'm going to let any of those sharp parts melt back down and I should be ready. Okay, so I just need to set up a little. Hello. I'm going to make a little wavy bowl. Should be fun. Okay, I should be ready now. So hot glass only sticks to hot stuff, which is a great thing for me. So my pipe's nice and glowing red. I'll start by getting a small gather of molten clear glass out of the furnace. It's a lot like dipping into a pot of honey. Similar consistency as well, right out of the furnace. So I'll work what I want to use off the end of the pipe. Go to my first color, which will be this mix here. Molten glass heats up little shards of colored glass immediately above 2,000 degrees, and that's why they stick. If I were to touch the molten glass, I would not stick. Well, parts of me would, but I wouldn't get stuck, which is really great. So that's just the first of, I guess, 3 or 4 layers. I want each one to melt in all the way before I move to the next. Consistency is very important. And in proportion to the rest of the piece, the color will take the longest. But once I have the color on, I'll end up getting a whole other gather of molten clear glass on top of this. Then everything will move much smoother, quicker. Another layer of the red-brown mix. So there's an extremely dark red that's in this mix that right now looks clear, or even green, right there, but it's actually this really dark red that's in my cup there. And you won't be able to see it. When it gets hot, it turns absolutely clear. You won't be able to see it until my bubble starts to cool down a little bit. It'll kind of appear out of nowhere. But in reality, this won't be its true color until it cools down all the way tomorrow evening. So next I'll get the only opaque that will be in this, and it will kind of be the background, and it's ivory. And just one more layer of color and I'll have all the color I need. One more layer.
What is that stuff?
Oh, it's just little shards of concentrated colored glass.
Oh.
So it has all the same ingredients as our clear glass, which is silica sand, soda ash, and lime. Then there are different metal and metal oxides added to it to give it color. So like purples are made out of magnesium and potassium, blues are made out of cobalt and nickel, reds are made out of gold and copper, and so on and so on. And so because of that, okay, I'll wait just a second. So because of that, almost every single color, when it gets super duper hot, turn this bright orange like my metal pipe. As you see, as it cools, color will start to jump back pretty quickly. But again, this won't be true until tomorrow. So I want to get this into a light bulb type shape to help me out. I use apple wood blocks soaked in water, and I'll explain those in more detail in just a couple minutes. I'm going to trap a little bit of air in the pipe with my thumb. The heat of the glass will make that air expand, and I'll get a little bubble. That will be where my main bubble starts from. Rather than trying to blow a bubble into the side of something, it will be already in the massive glass. Easier to do. Okay. So as of right now, there are a whole bunch of little lines and wrinkles on the surface called chill marks from one of such cold tools in comparison. I want to fire polish them out of there and get this as smooth as possible. When I do my next gather of clear glass, even though it's a liquid, there's much stronger surface tension than water, so it won't fill in all those little gaps. It'll end up moving right over it, trapping little bits of air. See, I want to avoid that at all costs. Get it really hot. Now that it's this hot, I want to let it cool way down to about 12 or 1100 degrees. Pretty cold for the glass. That way none of the color will end up dripping off when I get my next gather. It's extremely concentrated. It'll only take a little bit to contaminate the entire furnace. So yeah, I'll just let that cool. And this color mix is actually all this stuff right over there. All that dark mix. Okay, almost. Okay, final gather of molten clear. This is now all the glass that I'll need, at least for time being. Smooth it out and start to work the molten clear into the light bulb shape as well. Now I'll start to use the apple wood blocks again, and other than just helping me shape the glass, they also help me even out the temperature. Since they're completely saturated in water, the majority of the shaping is actually done by a very thin layer of steam. That steam acts as an insulator. Will start to force the heat back down towards the center. I just like it so cold. So before I can blow any sort of bubble, I want to reheat, reshape 2 or 3 times. I should be able to blow a nice even bubble. Should, let's see. So yeah, one final heat. Then to blow the bubble just like before, I'll trap air inside the pipe, let the bubble, or let the heat of the glass make that air expand. That way I can watch the bubbles roll from a much better point of view than trying to stare down the end of the pipe. If I blow the bubble out too thin or too far, there is nothing I can do about it to take a step back. It's best to catch things before or as they happen. So here we go, just the tiniest little breath of air. That looks good. And I'd say it's about halfway blown, give or take. Want to get this real hot again. We're going to have to give it a little swing, get it stretch out just a little bit.
No.
Yeah, don't do this at home.